Well, hello. Whoa, crazy camera skills. All right, guys, this is my cherry lip conditioner. I like to start with this, my Seint cream, my moisturizer, and my glow screen from Supergoop, SPF 40. Every day, I make sure I wear those. And I'm ready to go. So I'm using my Seint 3D Cream Foundation System. It comes in these palettes with all these tins, 100% customizable to you. And so I'm grabbing my brush. This is my detail brush. I'm going to start with my contour. Now, contour is a more cool, ashy color. It's a more dense product, so you need to work it a little bit more on your brush. And you start at the top of your ears and you go down, you follow the bottom of your cheekbone, and then you can blend up. And so you're going to get your cheekbones, both sides. Again, top of your ear, you go down. You don't want to go more in than the outside of your eye. If you do, it's okay. You could fix it because these are creams. You can blend them and fix them really easily. And so I also am going to create the shadow at the top of my forehead. I'm just blending it in, and a windshield wiper, kind of like a rainbow at the top of your forehead. All right. And you can get more dimension by using more product, or if you want a darker contour, there's a lot of different options. And so I'm also going to follow my jawline. Definitely cuts out your jawline a little bit more. And you can go like right there in the front of your ear, down your jawline, and you blend it down your neck. Just like how you have that shadow there naturally, that's what you're doing. You're just emphasizing or creating that shadow a little bit more. It helps create dimension on your face. I'm using the edge of that brush, and I'm going to stamp that line just down my nose and up into my brow using the rounder part of that brush. Same thing on the other side. This is an extra step, so if you're a little bit uncomfortable doing your nose, you don't have to do it. But I would say on the outsides and the center there, underneath your lip, they're good spots to do it. All right, so now I'm using the buff brush. I'm going to my main highlight, which is kind of difficult to see because it matches my natural color the closest. This is what you think of as your foundation. This is my main highlight. And I'm going anywhere where I didn't put that contour because this is a one-layer system, but I'm leaving the center of my face for my Brightener highlight, and that's what I'm putting on now. So this is my Brightener highlight, a little bit underneath the trough of my lids, or of the bag underneath my eyes. And look at that redness coverage. Seriously, I didn't even need a color corrector. My creams alone will cover the redness on my face. Fantastic. But if you do have redness that is not being covered, there's a lot of different products that we can use to try to cover it. So the center of my nose, down my cupid's bow, on my chin, and right there in my mid-brow. And I'm going to blend that up. All right, so now I'm going to go to my B² blush and bronzer brush. And I'm going to start with the highlights. I'm going to blend those out. If you can see, I'm doing like stippling, pouncing motions. And I'm staying in my highlighter areas just to blend those out. I don't want to move or blend out all of the dimension that I created with the different colors until I get to my forehead. And I'm blending those out. Now I can blend my cheeks and along my jawline. And this is the one spot where you go down. All right, so I kind of want to try to clean up my contour line. And so I'm going into my brightening highlight, and I'm just drawing that line just to give me a more cut look. And then I'm going to use my perfector sponge, just kind of help to blend it out. Just like that, okay? And then I'm going to try it on the other side. This is totally extra and not a must. It's just something I kind of want to try out and that you can do too. Okay. So, bronzer. Get back to my B² brush. I have it right next to my rose gold illuminator, and it's kind of like I like kind of putting those and pouncing back and forth into both of those. And the bronzer is opposite from your contour. Where your contour is cool and ashy, bronzer is warm, creates glow on your face, and it's going to go on the high points of your face. And so the tops of my cheeks and onto my top part of my forehead, and I go around. So it's kind of like a C on my face from my cheekbones into my forehead. And I make sure I do both. And you can get as much glow as you want. It's all personalized to how you want it. I like to flip it over to the big fluffy side. Kind of gives me an airbrush finish. And now down my neck. So this is the bronzer I'm putting it down on my neck. It just kind of helps bring it and marry my neck and my face. There you go. Make sure you get all over. All right. So lip and cheek. This is a pretty pink. I believe it's pink grapefruit. It's a satin, and it is very pigmented, just like all our other products. I wear a mask all day, and so I do go a little bit extra. I'm also going to blend this out a lot more. I have my microfiber cloth, just kind of wipe off my fingers, and I make sure that I blend that up. but I do go a little heavy just because I am wearing a mask and I know some of it's going to be taken off. Kind of bring it up into my temples there. Flip it over to the big fluffy side, finish out. And there you go. Okay, so now I'm taking my multitasker brush and I'm going to line my lips. And so I lined the bottom of my lips a little bit outside. Use your finger to rub it in. Right there in between there, the Cupid's bow and my top of my lips. Nothing too crazy. And this is just contour. This is the same palette, the same tint that I use for my shadows on my face. So simple, so easy. This is now my new brush that I've been waiting for. And this is my line brush and my beautiful new Demi palette. I'm absolutely in love. And I'm going to go and try an eyeshadow. I've tried Oak, but today I'm going to see how Trust works. So you just dip it into the eyeshadow. I'm going to start by lining the bottom of my eyebrow. And you can see that it's pretty extreme, maybe a little too crazy. Maybe this color wasn't 100% on, but I'm still going to make it work. I could use my brush and I'm going to make hair-like strokes, bring it into the front, and you can see that it's already starting to blend out, but that's why I start at the bottom and I do those strokes up just to help disperse the product into my brow. And here I take my spoolie, once again, kind of blending it. And it's not really that bad. I still really like using the shadow, but I think next time I might stick to my Oak, especially because I just got my hair done. It's more blonde. Okay, so once again, I'm going to line the bottom of my brow. And then in hair strokes, I'm going to help move that product around into my brow. Use the spoolie, help blend it out once again. And there I go. All right, brows done. Okay, next step. This is the Vanilla Dust Setting Powder, and I love it. So I did put some brightening highlight to kind of prime my lids. And I'm gonna take this powder, it's a pressed powder. I'm gonna press it onto my lid to set my creams. And this is like a primer for my eyeshadow and kind of builds a base for the rest of my eyeshadows. So there I am, setting my lids. I'm also gonna set other areas. My forehead, that fun friend, ugh. I'm gonna go underneath my eyes a bit. Now I have some fine lines and wrinkles, especially underneath my eyes, so I really don't want like loose, big powder. So I like that pressed powder, does a really good job. So this is the cleaning tile. I love it. I use it literally every single day, cleaning both sides of my brush. And now I'm taking Pup just to the whole part of my eyelid, from the bottom all the way up a little bit above my crease. And this is one of my newer colors. I love it. It's not new to Seint, just new to me. And that's what's kind of fun, like all these colors, because I'm trying to build my eyeshadows. It's like every day's Christmas when I get new shadows. Okay, so just blending, blendy. And I really like that softer side to blend. It does a really good job. And you can see here, I'm kind of trying to decide a little bit later, like what color to do next. It's all trial and error. I love that. So I'm gonna take Oak. This is the color that I've used for my brows earlier that I probably will use the next time. But I'm just kind of deepening right out the outside of my eye, bringing it along my crease, and then I'm going to blend it. So get it where I want it. I'm still using just that fluffy side. And now I'm going to make sure my eyes are open and that I bring that product a little bit higher just so that I could see it when I have my eyes all the way open. Just using windshield wipers, and that's it. All right, I'm bringing Pup down underneath my eyelid. I would do weird faces. Sorry, can't help it. Okay. So I'm going to bring Pup. I got a little bit of Oak too. What to do? What to do? All right. So this now is Trust. This is the color I used on my brows. I'm just going to deepen that outside just a bit, kind of in that V. Not too much. And now I'm like, I go to the, this is my go-to. This is Drift. People, if you've not gotten Drift, you need Drift. It did just sell out. I believe they just restocked it, but it does sell out. So if you've been on the fence for this color, you need it, okay? Just every day, just brighten that lid, makes your eyes look bigger. So I'm using a brush to clean out any fallout that I got from my eyeshadow. I also kind of give you a little eye lift by going on a upwards angle. And now this is my Inkjoy eyeliner. I like to do a little bit of a wing across the top of my lid and then the inside corner there. kind of on the waterline. I don't go all the way across on the waterline. I just kind of do the innermost part. There's my wing. Something on my face. Oops. Ooh, just clean it up. Seriously, so easy with creams. I love it. All right, finishing the top part of my eyelash line right there. The inside. Okay. Curling my lashes. Nothing like this. Talk to my kids saying, hey, let's go. We got to get ready for school. All right. My mascara is my go-to. Making sure I put it on. I do have a lash serum. Helps me with length. My lashes are really pretty short by themselves, and so I do use that. All right. Okay. This is my, Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I love the smell. It's so good. But it's the Airbrush Flawless setting spray. It gives more of a matte finish. I really like it. This is Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink. Just because I do have to wear a mask, but I take it off throughout the day, but I teach. So I need something that's going to last really long. And this does provide a much longer wear than the Seint Lip and Cheeks. I just absolutely love the colors that they have, but sometimes I need more of a long-lasting lip. Okay. So my cheeks were a little pink for me. So I'm toning them down with some nude. And so this is something that you could do totally. If you notice you're like, oof, that color's a little bit off, a little bit pink, too red, too dark, too bright, too whatever, you can just put another lip and cheek on top and make a brand new color. And I do go a little bit heavy on that. I do, like I said, I do wear a mask and some does come off. So I don't mind a bright cheek. Okay, so going back into my palette, and this is my Rose Gold Illuminator, your high points of your cheeks. You just use your finger for these creams. We also have a powder that like packs so much more of a punch, and I've been really liking the Photoshop, but today I'm just doing the Rose Gold down your nose, a little bit on your cheek there, or on your lips. Okay, I am almost done. I like to kind of take the fluffy end of my B² brush, kind of blend that Rose Gold Illuminator out, but I'm done. Done, ready, my Seint Glow. Easy peasy and super fun. I'd love to help you. So send me a picture, a color match picture, and I'll get you started. Thank you.